What's up, fam? It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood. We are back for the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. That's ICYDK.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices and the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. And this whole trans community just hilarious thing has taken on a life of its own. I would have thought this thing would have been wrapped up by now. Y'all got until 12 noon tomorrow to wrap this up because this is ridiculous. So as you know, we reported before, Just Hilarious last week made a comment at the end of the week. It was like on a Friday or something like that. She made a comment about, trans women not having menstrual periods, trans women, going against biological women and saying that they have the same issue that biological women have. So Just Hilarious was fed up and she made a comment. Now, to her credit, I don't think she's apologized yet. I thought she would have by Monday, but surprisingly, a lot of people started coming to her defense, right? A lot of people started coming to Just Hilarious' defense. And that shocked me, especially the times we're living in, where it seems like everybody wants to go against, the masses, right? My thing was, I have no issue with trans people, transgenders. I have no issue with homosexuals or lesbians, what have you. But when you start trying to make yourself out to have the same issues as the sex that you're trying to be or the sex that you think God should have made you but didn't, like he makes mistakes, that's pretty much what you're saying. I was supposed to be a woman, but God made you a man, so you're pretty much saying God made a mistake. But that's neither here nor there. A lot of the trans community is coming at Just Hilarious. A lot of people who's pro, transgender or non-binary or whatever. They was coming for Just Hilarious. A lot of them saying she only felt that way because men mistake her for a transgender. Now, again, be who you want to be, but I've always kept the same energy. I do not think that trans women should be able to compete against women. If you want to be in a competition, you should be in the competition of what you are, what you originally are. You're born as. If you're a trans woman, then go out there and run with your makeup on and your hair on, but you're going to be running against men. If you're a trans man, you could go out there in your man sneakers or whatever else, your short haircut, and do whatever, but you're going to be competing against men. Because biologically, that's what you are. So those are the only issues I have with that. It's like they're always trying to force, and then when they get certain rights, it's never enough. So Laverne Cox came on and she said that isn't, all this is a distraction of the real crimes that's being committed against trans women. So take a listen to Laverne Cox and we're going to come back and unpack it.
Stop! Love each other! Stop giving into the bullshit! My existence, me just wanting to exist on the planet is not a threat to you. And you wanting to exist on the planet is not a threat to me unless you want to take away my rights and take away my ability to exist on my own terms. We're not a threat to each other unless we're trying to oppress. Power, systems, corporations, moneyed interests are a threat to us and our existence. This is the Laverne that I hold back because I don't want people to think we're trans people are crazy. I'm trying to rep for my community. But I'm mad. This shit is ridiculous. And I'm walking around every single day knowing happening against our communities right now. All of our communities. And we're like fighting about some dumb shit on the internet. And that's what goes viral. Those trans stories are going viral. And our lives are in peril right now. But the bullshit about trans people is going viral. And misinformation about trans people is going viral. And I'm so tired of it, and I'm so sick of it, and I'm sick of trying to like be in public and be magnanimous and gracious when shit is real and our lives are in danger. Our existence is in danger right now, and it's not hyperbolic. Look at the evidence. Knowing that there are trans people and their families fleeing states right now because they don't want their parents to be arrested for supporting their children. There are people fleeing states because they need access to reproductive health care that they can't get in their state. People are losing their lives. More and more violence is happening against women and femmes and non-binary people because of all the hate and hatred that is being spewed against trans people right now. It's so real. People are showing up at drag shows with AK-40s and AR-15s and guns at drag shows. Right now, that's happening. There's
And you heard it right there out of the mouth of Laverne Cox. Now, I thought after she came on with this, I thought after she came on with her rant or her take on everything, I thought I'd see a lot of people supporting her. But, to my surprise, there's been a lot of people not really supporting Laverne. Kia C, shout out to Kia, her take on it was, she said, listen, I don't condone violence at all, but our issue as a biological woman, a construct that many in your community reject. Not all, but large number that out of their own stated out of their own mouth, stated that the labeling agenda is a systematic issue. So basically they're saying it's a systematic issue. A lot of the transgenders that out of their own mouth was saying that this was a system that they weren't really with. She then goes on to state, a system created they don't respect. System created they don't respect. And that we are the daft ones for going along with it. Once I read multiple comments like that, I understood and I don't agree. But I'm not one to argue with them about what I know about myself. And however it remarks, but one thing is for certain. I hate that this timer is over, where I can't read what's going on. She said, but one thing is for certain, and I think she said something like, I'm not about to change who I am or believe who I am or who I know myself to be. Something along those lines. I'm not about to change or allow someone else to change my femininity, womanhood, female breast to generic terms to make them feel better. My woman to female breast to generic terms to make them feel better. You want to call yourself a chest feeder, go ahead. You want to say that you have a birthing hole, go ahead. But I am not. And then she said, if you want to fake, I think she said something like, if you want to fake a menstrual, fake a period or what have you, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to fake menopause, you can go ahead and do that. But that's your lane. That's not something I'm about to do. So that's your lane. Mine stand on my chromosomes, and I'm referring to them as I've been respect to the journey. Respect to your journey, but the audacity is you demanding that born women have to roll with it. And I think that is a lot of people's problem. A lot of people's problem is the trans community, like I said, once you get certain rights and you got people defending you, it's like it's never enough. Another comment, but where is that special community now? But let Dave Chappelle or anyone else say something and it's all systems go. Selective politics is a MFer. Shout out to TX.game. That's my man down there running things in Texas. Tech Bizshay. The trans community started it first. Don't cry now because you getting that work called the truth. So a lot of people are not here for Laverne Cox. Y'all let me know down below what's your take on this whole thing. This thing has taken on a life of its own. Let me know down in the comments what's your take on the whole thing. Laverne Cox have a point? Or do you say that, you're not rolling with it? Let me know down in the comments. Your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.